Yo, what's going on, guys? I previously made a CCTV chat-based video and I had a lot of requests for the circuit that I used in that video. So we're going to go over that today. Basically, one door stays open all the time while one door stays closed until someone steps on a hidden pressure plate or an HF sensor goes off, and then the doors reset after a certain amount of time. We have our power in, our battery, our circuit that makes our battery turn on once the solar panels go off or the wind turbine is destroyed. And then we have our timer and our memory cell. If you don't know how a memory cell works, we have our power in, which allows pass through once activated. And then both of these turn green and it flip-flops these. So one of these is always off, one of these is always on. The output is always off until turned on, and the inverted output is always on until turned off. So the inverted output goes to this door that's always open, and the output goes to this door that's always closed. And then once activated, they switch, and then we have a source of power that resets it once the timer goes off so that they go back to normal and open up. So what you will need for this is 2 solar panels, a root combiner, 4 electrical branches, a blocker, an OR switch, a medium battery, a splitter, a memory cell, a timer, pressure pad, door controllers, your doors, and your traps. So you're going to put down your source of power first, and then your root combiner. Wire up your solar panels or your wind turbines. And then we will place our first 2 electrical branches directly above that. A blocker above those. And then an OR switch above those. Place your battery down next. You can use any battery besides, you can use a medium or a large battery for this specific circuit. The root combiner will go into our first electrical branch. We'll set the left side to about 19. Because you never know if you want to run some lights or whatever, you know what I mean? We just want to make sure we have a good source of power from the right side of our first electrical branch running into our battery's input, which you can check by coming over here. We have 17 power in, and then we have 19 power out. And then here you can see how much power is coming from your solar panels on top of the root combiner. The left side will go into our second electrical branch, and then this will be set to 17. You will want your second one to be set 2 lower than your first electrical branch. So this one is set to 19, this one will be set to 17. If this one is set to 23, this one will be set to 21. The left side of the second electrical branch will go into our OR switch. The blocker will go into the other side of the OR switch. And then the right side of the second electrical branch will go into our block pass-through on the blocker, and then the power in of the blocker will be the power output of the battery. So this means when your solar panels are destroyed or during the nighttime, the large battery will kick in and it will charge during the day. So if you're getting rated and you have auto turrets set up, this is a good way to always have them on, even if they get rated. So make sure that this portion of the circuit and the rest of it obviously is very secure. Probably near your TC would be the best place to put these things. After this, we're going to take another electrical branch, and the OR switch will go into there. We'll set this to about 7 because that's about how much power we will need for this. And then our splitter will come off of the left side that we set to 7. In case you do not know, the left side is what this number is referring to. So if we have 16 power coming in, 7 goes to the left side over to the splitter, and then the rest of it will come out of the right side of the electrical branch. After that, we will take our memory cell, put that over here, and have a source of power from the splitter going into the bottom. We will take our timer, put it right next to it, and then the input will come from another source of power from the splitter. And if you would like to have excess power for CCTV like I did, throw another electrical branch down, and you can just leave this set to 2. So the output of the timer will go to the set on the memory cell, your pressure plate, or HBHF sensor will need to be hidden so that if you're trying to trap people, you obviously don't want them to see it. You can also just use a switch if you want to manually do it, which is a lot easier and requires a lot less effort, because otherwise you will have to use something like a salvaged shelf on top of it to hide it. Otherwise, you know, players, if you listen real, you can hear it if you're unaware of this. Otherwise, players will know and they will not step on it. You can also put a sleeping bag on top of it. I'm sure there's other things that I'm unaware of, but those, you know, maybe like a rug you could place on top of there as well would be a good way to hide it. But anyways, the power out, or sorry, the power in will come from the third source of power from the splitter, and then the power out will go to the toggle on the timer. And the reason we put this down is because we will leave the left side on this to 2, and that will reset our memory cell once the timer goes off. If you hold E, you can change it. If you're doing it for the same reason I am and you just want some shotgun traps to kill people, you can put it on 3 so it resets immediately after killing a player, or like 2 would work as well. But I found 3 is, you know, the best option. Otherwise, you can just cancel out this one altogether and go straight from the right side of this electrical branch to the reset. But if you would like to have lights or auto turrets or CCTV cameras, you will need to put another electrical branch down and have more power flow through, because as you can see here, we've only got 1 power coming out of this side because we set this one to 7, and we've only got 16 coming into here. You can do the math for whatever else you would like to expand off of here, or if you would like to see me expand off of this circuit, leave a comment down below, and maybe I will do another video on how to set up a more complex and larger circuit for like modded servers, or if you're a clan looking for some crazy shit that you don't know about yet, leave a comment down below and I will see what I can do for you. But you will place your doors somewhere near your pressure pad. Make sure you have code locks or key locks on them. And then we'll grab our door controllers. You only need 2 of these. Place them on your door. Unlock one door while the other one is locked. Pair it. Lock it. Unlock. Pair it by pressing E. Lock it. And then we will need a source of power for those as well, which will come from our memory cell. So the inverted output will go to the door that you would like to be always open. And the other door will go to the regular output. Make sure if you're using this to trap players that you hide the wiring way better than I did. The best way to do it is to line it above the top like this, or on the bottom and covered up with a rug. So that's pretty much the whole circuit right there. Everything's ready to go. Then you can hop on over here, place your shotgun traps down, load them up, and when an unsuspecting player walks into what they thought was a decaying base, they will get slaughtered. You could also implement this into like a shop trap base as well, or, you know, whatever you come up with. You can refer to my video, which I will leave at the end of the video on the end card for you to go watch if you haven't seen it yet. And you can see a better example of how I utilized this circuit in that video. But for now, this is just the circuit itself on a build server called Fusion. If you would like to check out this build server, I will leave a link to the battle metrics and a client.connect in the description below. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one.